Disneyland Railroad.
Welcome to the Imagineering.
Once the train fully stops, you can
I especially like the bend here.
Over there,
I hope you enjoyed it.
Walt Disney's own private car. He wanted to do this for years, but he never got to see it. He passed away before it. A lot of history in this car. Then this is where they had the caboose before, the Carolwood caboose. They would have it sitting here, but they went ahead, they took that off. Now it's at the Walt Disney Family Museum out in San Francisco. So that's pretty cool. Before, you used to have like buses, and they would all face forward. It was really cool. But Walt Disney wanted his own private car. They built it, made it into this. Lillian actually funded the project to have it restored like this. It's the only car from the Red Line that's still here at the park. And then it rejoined the Combine car, which is Walt Disney's favorite after the Railroad days. It was really nice when they both came together. And they even went to Santa Margarita Ranch many years ago. That was really cool. All we were missing was engine 2. That would have been nice.
Get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. Off in the distance, just a matter of one move.
Outward. Fly around us. So, the music will be...
Disneyland Railroad. Our next stop is going to be Tomorrowland Station. What's
Once again, folks, for your safety, we ask you please stay seated at all times. Parents, please supervise your little ones. Make sure we keep our arms, legs, hands, feet, elbows inside the train cart at all times. Parents, also please make sure our little ones are fully and completely seated, either on a lap or on a seat facing forward. Once again, folks, our next stop is going to be Tomorrowland Station. But don't worry, folks, we're going to get there today.
Ride the train, and please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Up ahead. Over here at Tomorrowland, you will find attractions like Autotopia over here on our right, Space Mountain, and Finding Nemo. Once again, folks, we ask you please stay seated at all times until the train comes to a full stop at the station up ahead. If you're leaving us here today, folks, thank you so much for joining us. If you're staying with us, folks, just go ahead and stay put, stay seated. Slide down if you do have some extra, make some room for our friends that are joining us here at the station. Our next stop is going to be Main Street, USA.
Sigo caminando y bueno, aquí nosotros nos atoramos y nos perdimos. No, pero nos hayamos hecho un pedazos. No, pero cada área tiene mucho. Sí, porque ve todo esto, cada área tiene cada Ah, no, de recorrer la área de cuando se para meterse en la mente. Una vez les dije a los compañeros de
Normal. Just another reminder.
And make sure little ones are away from those openings. Shouldn't be too much longer, folks. And just make sure everyone is seated because we will be ready to depart as soon as we get the all clear, okay? Thank you, folks. Stay put.
El ratón es el ratón que no me lleve, como el del ratón, el corre camino, Billy González, y el del gato, con la mujer que más le voy a estar.
Alrighty, folks, we are about today aboard the holiday port at the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, folks, we ask you please stay seated at all times, as well as please keep your arms, legs, hands, feet, elbows inside the train cart at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and make sure little ones 7 years or younger are away from those train cart openings, as well as please make sure our little ones are fully and completely seated, either on, we're going to make a quick detour through a tunnel right up ahead, where we will experience the Grand Canyon and the primeval age of the dinosaurs. Photos and videos are perfectly fine, folks. We just ask, please, no flash photography.
For the Disneyland Railroad, while the train is in motion, please make sure to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside at all times. Parents, please make sure that you do keep an eye on your little ones, making sure that they are properly seated away from train openings. We are now departing Main Street Station en route to New Orleans Square.
before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey,